Welcome to the channel and our Idle Heroes free-to-play series. Today's actually day... Let's check here real fast. That's not what I wanted to click on. It's actually day 16. So today's day 16. Some stuff came up in my real life, personal life, whatever, that made putting these out. And that's kind of the risk we run when we try to do one of these. We try to put something like this out daily. You know, things get messed up, but I want to stick with that. I want to do it daily, and I don't want to skip ahead or be lagging behind too far. So we're going to check in here. So I guess that actually puts us at day 17. And another big change you're going to notice is I got the camera now. Somebody bought me a nice camera, or a nice camera to use for this, so we're going to make good do of it. Unless you guys hate it, then I'll change back. So over the last few days, the missing days. I think the last video we published was day 13, so we've had 4 days. This is the 4th day, so there's 3 days we lost, right? In the 3 days we lost, we of course were collecting our daily mail every day, so we got all those resources. I finally cleaned out, that's not the button I wanted. I finally cleaned out our friends list, so we got some room for some more friends. I just got rid of everybody that hadn't been on in days and days and days, so got rid of those. Oh man, we got some more chapters done in the chapters, the newbie growth plan. We didn't get a whole lot done, right? I think we were right here. And then, yeah, so we just got to right here. We still need to do normal of stage 50, a normal Aspen dungeon. And then we need to get a 10-star hero. The 10-star hero has been difficult. We couldn't just do it right away. And I didn't do a whole lot of work on that off camera because that's something we want to share, because the first 10 stars is like a big thing. But the last video that I tried to make for this, that's what I was working on, the one that you will never see that went into the oblivion, and we ran into some problems, and I'll go over those in a minute here. We did, whoa, okay, well, we're going to collect this now. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Since my strokes, right, I get nervous twitches, right? So when my hand's on my mouse, I'll click when I'm doing random stuff because I have trouble. My brain doesn't understand the messages, right? So I send it to like move my hand to the right, and it like will activate my fingers and stuff. Just an oddity that goes on with me now. Collect all of our loot. We did level up a few times in the campaign. I don't remember what level we last stopped at. We haven't unlocked anything. But we did move through the campaign or level up. So we didn't make a whole lot of progress there. I did have to burn... No, I didn't. Not some scrolls. I did burn 10 orbs. Or 10, yeah. Prophet orbs. Yeah, those are called prophet orbs, right? I did burn 10 of those to get us through the newbie growth plan. I don't think it's even this one. I think it's the next one coming up. Yeah, the prophet summons. So I did burn 10 prophet summons because I was wanting to get prepped for that. I didn't think we were going to get hung up on the 10 stars, so I was just doing it ahead of time, and then, yeah. Let's get the wishing fountain done real quick. Nothing has changed with this stuff. Let's see here. So that's all taken care of. Where else are we at? I did not hit the guild boss at all, but I did go in and do the settlement quests every day really quick. I actually wasn't doing it. I had somebody else doing it for me, so they didn't do a whole lot during this time frame, right? So I was filming on one day, and that video went into the ether now. But I really only worked on the account one day. The rest of it was just collecting dailies. But the one day was a decent amount of progress. Let me see here. We're gonna start. Okay, nice. We get our ascension quest. Eloise should make quick work of this fight. Nice. That was nice. All right. So we got that all taken care of. We'll go ahead and throw those points in there just real quick, just because if I don't, I'll forget. Oh, don't got enough. So that's going to stay like it is. We will hit the guild boss today. I just don't want to do it right now. I want to see what kind of progress we can make first. Okay, and then Soul Temple. We can collect those coins now. So he was also running through the Aspen Dungeon for us, but just enough to get those points that I've told you guys about, or just enough to take the Awakening quest forward. And we didn't make any progress. Now, Celestial Island, we did get a couple of things done. You can see we got our our Adventure Association up and running. So we got that up and running real fast. So we're going to run it on this one because that's the resource. That's the house that Tix is going to end up going into when we have a residence. So I want to go ahead and collect as much of that as we can until we can drop Tix in there. So we took this, obviously, to get that unlocked. Maybe not obviously, but to get that unlocked, we had to take the tower up to level 17. So we're up at level 17 now. As far as that goes... and then we're going to level these up some. And then, if I'm not mistaken, we unlocked that. Nice. So, we got some nice goodies in there. What's important about those goodies, and you guys don't know this yet, but we're going to talk about it in a second, is we unlocked this 6-star puppet from the fortress. Well, originally I had clicked on this. I didn't mean to send us into the long one. I just wanted to keep running the 24-hour ones. But my screw up ended up like being a good thing. We're gonna get this upgraded. That'll make it run a little bit faster here. I guess I didn't screw up. It's the only one that we can do. Luck, fate. Let's call it fate. It just sounds more dramatic. Fate was in our favor, and we ran it in the fortress faction. So we're going to kick that off again. And this is one of the big changes. I can just show you here right now. We actually have a Sigmund up to 6-star, who is also going to end up being our first 9-star that we're going to use to take Garuda up to a 10-star. We haven't been able to do that. We didn't have a 6-star when we went to do it originally, so now we do. So we're going to get our first 10-star on the account today. Very excited about that. So we'll get that running if I don't exit out of it at the wrong time again. Drop that in there. And then we'll drop our... Oh, don't run away from me. I'm having troubles with the mouse today. It is what it is, though. I'm so happy to be here. I'm really excited about the camera thing so you guys can see my pretty mug, I guess. Okay, I'm going to run through this real fast and not bore you guys with it, but I'm going to run through this real fast. Okay, that's all finished. We did get quite a bit. It's only 4%, but we knocked off like 4 days off of that. I exit out of it again. All right. So we can take up this because we collected those. I didn't even think about that. We're going to try to get this up to 20. Sooner we can get that up to 20, the sooner we can drop some more extra. Sooner we can drop some more buildings down. The last low buildings that we'll be dropping down in this part of the island. And some of those can really give you a nice boost because it's for skins, relics. I can't remember it all. It's going to give us some stuff. No, I guess we need I already launched that. Right? Did I send that out? Yeah, I sent that out. No, that's not the one we wanted to do. I'm going to go ahead and quick join this one too, just because we can. Get some more island resources. We're going to love ourselves there a little bit, because you should always love yourself, right? Knock this quest out real fast. I wished all the dailies went as fast as this one, because you can just knock it out. It's not even that big a deal. Alright. Claim these quests. Okay. Fantasy Arcade. We need to talk about this. Now, I know one of the things that happened is the new game mode came out. And I genuinely wanted to share that with you guys and talk about it and do a whole thing about it. I mean, that's just good content, right? We have an issue. And I'm going to show it to you right now. I actually really like this game mode. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot, because out of all the Fantasy Arcade game modes or whatever, I like this one definitely the best. So here's the problem. I am playing on the Google app, or the Google Play Store official desktop app. I'm not using BlueStacks. I'm not using any emulator. I'm using their official emulator, right? Which means I'm on mouse and keyboard, but it creates this problem, right? You can see I made it through a couple of levels here, but if we go in and I click on this, I can't use like WASD. I can't like WASD or WSAD or however we're supposed to say that. I don't know. I'm not like a real gamer. I can't use that to move around on this. You have to use the mouse and keyboard, or the mouse, right? You can't use the keyboard. So what happens is that when I want to use my active skill, my ultimate, whatever, my active skill, I think is what it's actually called, I have to click down there and do it. Now, that may not be a problem for most people, right? My problem is that when I had my strokes, right, I lost the right quadrant of my eyesight. So I can't see out the right side. So if I want to go down there and click on the active skill or the run fast button, I have to actually kind of look at it. I don't have to turn my head now. I've got, but I have to move my eyes completely off screen and move down there and do it. One, it's not quick anyways. But when I do it, it also like it shoots like whatever direction I was aiming before I went to click on it, right? Which is just awkward. So this game mode is kind of ruined for me. I mean, I played it on my like main account, which is my phone, which is my iOS, which is Apple. It's a blast, right? I mean, it's a blast compared to all the other Fantasy Arcades. It's like a very light version of this kind of a game, but it's fun. I think this is a neat game mode. I think it was this one out of all of them they've put out is the best thought out. So like props to them this time. Yeah. The tower defense one, not the best done. Yeah, but this one I can get behind a little bit. I enjoy it. I don't hate it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and play through this. Yeah. But honestly, I was going to show gameplay of it and go through this whole thing with you guys just because I've bashed on the Fantasy Arcade so much. But I can't really play this game. Not at the level that you should be able to. So it's going to be slow like grind, and I'm going to have to put like a lot of effort and concentration or whatever into it. And yeah, I just don't. It's definitely not going to be like a highlight of how you do it. I think the last round that I did, I died like twice or something on it. I don't remember. It was pretty bad. Again, on my mobile device and probably on BlueStacks because you can remap the buttons and stuff like that. It's probably a little bit better, but on Google's official app Play Store, this sucks. Which isn't anybody's fault, right? Because, the developers made this game to be mobile, and so it works amazingly on the mobile. Yeah, I don't have any criticism about the fact that it doesn't really work. I see why it doesn't work. It makes sense to me, but it is a bit of a disappointment on an account, especially a new playthrough. And maybe I'll download BlueStacks to go through it. I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of BlueStacks, to be honest, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me flounder through this, and I'll be back. Okay, I got that all finished up. We did unlock enough stars to get this, so we'll go ahead and open that up. Not the best one ever, but these kind of do start getting really good until you get to like 160? 150 maybe? Yeah, 150 it turns really good because we can pull a Demon Bell out of there. That's going to be juicy for the account. So I will get to... Now we have 3 game modes. That's going to be much faster to do. But yeah, that game mode's completely ruined for me. Just because of how I'm playing the game. Again, not anybody's fault. It's not even a criticism. It's just as it were, it's... My situation is this. Like I said, maybe I'll just download BlueStacks eventually. I always had reliability problems with BlueStacks. I don't know if anybody else has had that problem, but I have had reliability problems with BlueStacks. I just didn't want to deal with it again. And I saw that Google Play was doing this. I'm like, oh, okay, this is definitely what I want to try to do. So maybe I can go back and do that, because it has been a while. Admittedly, like I haven't. It's not like It's been a while. It's been a long minute since I did that. Go ahead and knock these out real fast. Okay, that's all done. One thing that did change in as far as this part goes is we actually did get talked about it in the past episode. I don't know if it was the last one or the one before that. Star Arena, we just kind of joined Star Arena, ran through it really fast. I thought we were gonna get like 500 gems. We ended up getting 1,000 gems out of that, so that was definitely worth it. And then I did we did make it onto a team in the free team up arena. Again, I don't remember what episode I talked about it in, but yeah, we ended up on a team. So right now, and we're ranked 63 right now. So we're not like destroying it or anything. We're not kicking butt. But like, look, that's another 170 free coins, and we literally don't even have to do anything with that game mode. And 3 heroic scrolls. So it's a win. That's taken care of now, though. Get the rewards from the campaign. There, that is our dailies taken care of. That's always a relief. Once we get to level 100, we can just hit Idolmaster, and those things will be done for us. And then the content will just be fun stuff, and I won't have to edit as much, and just everybody's gonna win. All right, let's see what we got going on in here. Brave Trial. We're gonna get that done anyways. Like I said, that it just disappears completely out of the game once you've done that. We don't want to do that yet. Is Aspen Dungeon open? Aspen Dungeon's not open. Looks like I missed that yesterday. And Tower of Oblivion. Okay, so what we want to do, we're gonna go in here. We are gonna take our boy Sigmund up here to 9-star, and then we're gonna take him as a 9-star and put him into Garuda. If we had the food, I would put it into Eloise, right? This is kind of the dilemma we have here, is that if I put it into Eloise, right, that's way more valuable. Garuda's just going to end up being food down the road, and this is just where our power is going to be at, right? So I wished I had the food to put it into Eloise, because we could actually go in here and pull and pick up the copies we're missing, right? It does put us down getting a Demon Bell a little bit shorter, or doing more with our crown, upgrading our crown. Not the best, not the worst decision this early on. It's kind of hit or miss. It kind of depends on the mood of the account, right? There is that, right? Oh man, we can buy so many of these. I get so easily distracted. I shouldn't even like pull stuff like that up. We'll buy 2 of those a day. They go up by 1,000. So we'll just buy like 2 a day until we've caught up to where we're doing that daily. Oh man, I neglected the whole market. I have things to say, and then I get confused. We're gonna go grab that. We're gonna grab that. Okay. And we're just gonna we're not gonna sit on these. So what we'll do with here is, if you look, you can buy these avatars. And you know, you can equip them, use them if you want to, but those actually go into one of the buildings I was talking about in our island, and they give us bonus stats. So buying these, I think buying these with your coins, your whatever coins these are called from the arena, well worth it. It doesn't take long to buy them all. I mean, like a month or something like that of playing the game, maybe a month and a half, maybe 6 weeks. And then you can go down to doing this. The treasure train, you can get treasure from it. But I think that the best investment is getting these avatar or these these avatars unlocked. So like I was trying to get out of my mouth, we could definitely level up Eloise using that method. But we don't have the food. And the only way that we're gonna have the food is if we do a bunch of summoning scrolls. And there's just not a good reason to do all these summoning scrolls at the end of an event that's, today's the last day of the event. We get a new event at reset. There's nothing to be gained as far as the event goes for us. We get the new hero, but as much as I'd like to have the new hero, because I think the new hero is really fun, personally. On this account, it's not going to give us any like boost in power because we're not going to be able to take it. Just running around with an extra 5 stars is not going to do us any good. So, I think the best bet is for us to just go ahead and take up Garuda. Even though it's not going to be it's just not going to be the most epic thing that we could do, right? It's real basic, but at the same time, we do have this. Now, one other hang up I have about it is that we could actually, our Sigmund, we could 10-star a Sigmund. Garuda is way more powerful than Sigmund on this count, but we could actually 10-star a Sigmund, which would be, it would be nice, right? Because then we could use that 10-star once our Eloise is 10-star to take it up. But we're going to need a 9-star food eventually. So maybe we'll pull. Sigmund's copies are pretty easy to pull. Even with the ones that they give us. So we're going to take Sigmund up. I'm just going to do it manually here. Manually here. Yeah, we're going to do it manually here. Just because I don't feel like going into the whatever it's called. Okay. What is that called? I don't know. Where you level up heroes? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, such a brain fart. Okay, this is gonna be a 9-star Sigmund for us. We're gonna want her. We're gonna want him eventually, but I'd rather keep my hands on a 6-star right now. Nah, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna make the. I don't know if we're gonna want that or not. All that might not even matter. Okay, so now we have a 9-star Sigmund. I'm gonna miss you, Sigmund. You were useful, and nobody can tell I'm a fan of Sigmund's. I think that just goes back to like some of the older days of idol heroes. A lot of the heroes that I'm really a big fan of kind of go back to the beginning of idol heroes. Exit out of that all the time. Right, but we're fixing to get our first 10-star. So this is kind of exciting. And then goodbye Sigmund. Get the Garuda. First 10-star on the account. Okay. I don't know. I mean, luck might be in Garuda's favor. We might end up she might end up being like our first E5. I honestly don't know. Doubtful. I think we'll be able to put our hands on a couple of Eloise copies before that happens, but never, nothing's ever guaranteed. Get these summons. Luna. I like Luna. Like late game as a, yeah. Not useful for us right now. but she has a place in a couple of... She has a couple of use scenarios. A couple more 6 stars for us. Ooh, we'll take that. We'll take that. Because that's an upgrade for her, isn't it? It is. It is. Oh, I did take up... we did take up her stone. And right now, I'm not sure that we're going to take it up anymore. Until we have more dust to actually take it up. Because that's a pretty good one for her. I mean, it'd be better if it had block, but that's not a bad stone for her for now. What we might actually do though is take her stone up, just to give us a little bit more. She's got a decent stone too, but let's go ahead. I probably shouldn't. I should do this the right way. Okay, let's take this up. See if we get a good stone. Speed, I'll take speed, but nah, this block hit points. Okay, so that's the one that we want on our Eloise. That's a little disappointing. Okay, that's all done. Now we were also able to get this. Man, I wished Aspendazimajin was alive. I wished I'd have been able to get back on by yesterday. We have to wait 2 days for that. 2 days. Angry Grandpa. Okay. There we go. So, that's all done up. What can we do with our monster? We can get some more monster. I do think that, between this episode and last episode, we did take the monster up just a little bit. I can't remember in that, like, what's going to be the lost episode. We're going to call it the lost episode. Sounds dramatic. What would be in the lost episode? But, yeah. Fantasy Arcade. I already did my rant about that. Alright, so let's drop down here and get this done, because I think we can collect some. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab these. Now, normal treasure train coupons you kind of want to keep your hands on, but there's no reason not to do the guild ones. You might as well just collect them as you get them, unless you just want to not have to go through the hassle and collect 10 of them at a time. But these, as you collect them, I would hold on to them so that you can take up these rewards over here on the right, or wait until, well, it's a really good one right now, but yeah, so you want to wait for that. That just is what it is. We want to do this. This is the whole reason I did this. It gives us a little more power. No idea what it gave us. Let's see what our bonuses are now. I'm guessing it didn't give us much of anything. Whatever it gave us, it wasn't much. Then we're going to pop in here to the guild. Let's see what we can do. Alright. We're going to move you to the front line. I'm going to drop my other segment in there. I needed to give him equipment. Or, yeah, need to give him gear. But we're going to run with it. Alright. We will... decisions. Okay, we're just going to skip it. We're going to skip it. We're going to skip it. If you guys want to watch those battles, just let me know in the comments, and then I'll start playing these battles through. Excuse me. 49 million. That's not bad. Garuda's went up. Let's see if we can get another good hit in here. I mean, that actually wasn't a good hit, but see if we can get a good hit. That was a good hit. Nice. Yeah. Wow. Much better hit. Much better hit. Oh, I'm going to spend the 40 gems. I'm going to spend the 40 gems. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and spend the 80 gems. I usually do. For whatever reason, that's one of the places that it's like a guilt-free spin the gems for me. I'm not saying that's wise. I'm not saying that anybody else should do it. But it is what I do on every account I've ever played. Let's go ahead and collect these. Hope it actually gives us credit. Yes, I'm still whining about that. I'll get over it eventually. Maybe. Possibly. Alright. Take that up. See, we'll put the spare coins in that. That'll give us a little bit more juice. So now we're in a situation. We're in a situation now where with Sealand, it might actually be better for us to spend our tries on the forest faction. But if we're going to do that, we should go out here and pull the gear off of her. And put it on her. And then let's see what our team's gonna look like. Nothing of value. Yeah, none of this is even gonna matter. So we're just gonna run with it, see what she can do on her own. I would level that stuff up. I would level her up for this, but or level up some help. But none of that's gonna make a huge difference, I don't think. I could be wrong. Alright, so we're going to challenge this. We're going to throw this here. I don't know. Now, I don't know if we want her on the front or on the... We're going to throw her in the back. I just honestly don't know. Alright. We'll watch one of these real quick and see how this is going. That was a good victory. I knew we were going to win some. Sorry, I was dry. Oof. Okay. Let's just kind of sit here and let's just go ahead and skip through these. See how far we can get. That was not far at all. See, Eloise is just so good at Sealand. Let's just see if this is a we can watch it and get it to go through kind of thing. Do I need to move her to a different... Usually you want in the forest Sealand, you want like a good strong hero in the front and a good strong hero in the back. Yeah, that is not going to go anywhere. Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back out here. $50. No, thank you. I mean, even on my spending accounts, that's not a package I'm interested in. Let's go ahead and unequip this. Let's put it all back on Garuda, or Eloise. Go back over here, give you your stuff. We are going to... we're going to go back in here and we're just going to do it in the Shadow faction. Let's see how Garuda's hanging out. Let's see how she's doing. I don't think we've watched one of these since we added ticks to the team. Oh, we did just add a little bit to our treasure train. Well, I don't know how much we added. I don't think it was much, but yeah. So we're going to keep doing this for a day or two. I think our big progress is going to come. We got the victory. That happened. That gives us an extra smash a day though, so that was big. Yeah, that just chose to make me. That does happen, right? Because Eloise's damage being based on her blocks, you just kind of never know, right? What was a good run and what was a bad run, unless you just really pay attention to how much blocking she was doing. But you know, like this, we're doing pretty good here. She's getting a lot of blocks in. If she had a block stone, we'd be in a lot better situation with her. So that is definitely, I think overall that's the next priority. But so I probably screwed up taking up Garuda's stone. I probably messed that up. Live and learn. Bad decisions. And I exit out of there again. If I keep doing that, I'm going to be very angry with myself. Alright, let's go ahead and get this last hit in. Skip it is all I want to do. And let's go ahead and smash these. Grab that. And then let's see what check in here. We got free team up arenas running. Interdimensional arena is, we took care of that off camera because that's boring. Guild Wars we couldn't enter. Star Expedition. That's something that we talked about. I'm so glad that I checked that to remind myself, because I don't remember things well. Okay, Star Expedition. It is so early on in Star Expedition, and we're in a guild with no other people. So alls I've been doing, well, somebody else is doing it for me, but alls we've been doing is just banging our head against a wall, right? We have not been putting any effort into it at all. And because until just now today, we couldn't advance anybody. If you'd never done Star Expedition, the way Star Expedition works is that you get to drop somebody into this advancement tab. If they're 10 star or above, you drop them in here, they take them to an E5 automatically, and then so it takes them up to level 350, and then it takes, and that's all the ones that you can fit in there, right? So you can put how many ever that is, 12. You can throw 12 different heroes in there, build your team, and then your monster. Okay, we'll get to that second. And then, nope, I don't know how to really explain this. Why I don't do tutorial videos, but so we can take them up, and then when you go in here to fight, right? And we go into Purify, and we go into a battle. Well, this is a boss fight, right? We have all of the monsters at max level, all of them. So it doesn't matter what your actual monster's level is or anything. You just get all the monsters unlocked. So you know, if this came, it comes once a month. When we hit it next month, Eloise will be a 10 star. We'll have a bunch of heroes way more leveled up. This will be a whole different ball of wax. But it used to be like the game mode, and now I still really like it just because I'm kind of old school. But you kind of just bash through these tries, and when you beat one of these, right? When you beat one of these, you get these imprints. You get one of these. And you can see that they just give you a bunch of different bonuses. And the big deal you start looking for is good set bonuses, and you just kind of put your set bonuses together depending on what your characters you're running, what your build is, what your mood is, whatever. And you throw them in here and get to your different bonuses. Now, you get the type bonus, and then like this tranquility. I don't know what the different things are called, right? So the tranquility is the symbol, right? That's the little 3 yellow diamonds here. And then the bool is just the actual type. When you click on it, it tells you the name. I mean, it tells you the tranquility thing too, but the second one is just based on the symbol. You can't really just look at them to tell the difference in the oasis part or the bool part. I just have been throwing the strongest ones that we pick up in here, just because it's right now it's just not that important. This one came so early in this account that it's just not. We're not going to do a lot with it. Yeah, so then we get this cause one, and then you get these 3 that pop up when you beat something, and then you just pick which one of them you want that fits your power or your deal or your goals. Now, once you kind of have the setup, I guess I'm going to say, that you're wanting, right? I messed that up. Once you have the setup, these all at the end of the event, these all get sold, right? So we can sell this, and it gives us 10 of the guild coins. You can do it like right now. I'm just do it because it doesn't matter to me, but it doesn't matter on this account, or I'm not going to use those. But at the end, they just get sold automatically for you anyways. The big winner chicken dinner that goes on with this is that you get resources for hitting this boss, and when you first start, it is rough. But once you get a full guild, together and you start pounding on this, it's kind of fun just to see how much damage you can do this boss, because you can get some pretty nice rewards. Like, look at all these gems that are popping up, and then all these island resources, and it's just, this is just resource heaven. It pops up once a month, and yeah. So the reason that we'll go in here, we'll challenge it. Now you only get so many hits. The coins you use to go through the map, those just stack up, so you can just not spend those if you wanted to. But these boss heroes, you can only have 3 at a time. It's limited, and you get 3 every day. So you go in here and just kind of spend them, and that's the only reason I've even been paying attention to this. But the big thing about this is each one of those boss hits is worth 60 points towards unlocking our next free awakening, right? Which is a big deal. I mean, yeah, you know, how many of those you have to get to actually unlock something better than an E? Who knows? But yeah, so that's that. Didn't get nothing done in there. But you go over here. Let me see. Yeah, so if we go in here to the Soul Temple, we can see that. There we go, right? Where is it at? Well, anyways, it's points in here. One of these is, yeah, right here. Abyss Disaster. Like, look, this thing's only been going on a couple of days. Because it only happens 1 week out of a month, and this thing lasts for a month, so you get 900 points for doing this, right? So that's over a third. It's probably a third, 25%. It's between 25% and 30%, 33% of free summons, right? So it's definitely worth doing, even if you're not making progress in it. All right, and that should be, yeah. We just need some Aspen Dungeon. Can't buy anything, can't do anything. We did everything, right? It's hard to remember because we've had a couple days off here. So, yeah, I think we're good to go. Thanks again for listening to my rambling. Let me know if you hate the camera thing. Let me know about the battles. If you want to watch the battles, we'll keep watching. We'll watch the battles. If I'm doing it just fine and you're loving what we just do, where we just kind of skip over it, then we'll just keep doing that. If you need any other changes or want any other changes, give me feedback. I really do read all the comments because I only get like 2 or 3 per video, so it's like really easy to read all the comments. And I do pay attention to it and take some feedback, right? Yeah, I appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.